What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another video. This is my first planning video on my channel, so we're gonna get into some things. So in today's video, I just wanted to flip through my 2024 digital planner for the year. I want to show you guys how I have my planner set up. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to kind of explain some things to y'all before we actually start flipping through my digital planner. Number one, I did all of my planners, all of the templates in the planners in my planner I bought from Etsy. I will link every one of them below. The main planner for my planner is from Lux Books Planners, and I will link that below as well. But what I did was I went into the planner and I fixed it to my own liking. So everything that you will see is not original to the original planner. I just wanted to kind of give that disclaimer before you go buy this planner and you're like, girl, that planner do not look like your planner. So that's just kind of that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the planner. All right, everyone, so this is the cover page to my planner. This planner is two planners put together and then with some more added templates. So this is my cover to my planner. This did come from another planner. As a reminder, all three planners that I used in the templates will be linked below. I wanted something very simple, just so like when I'm looking at all of my things in GoodNotes, I know, okay, this is my planner. So it's simple, 2024 planner. I didn't want it to be messy. I just wanted to be simple and straight to the point. So as we stroll over to the first page, this is the home page, what you see here. So this is just going to be like the main page. This is the home page. This is where everything is at. Everything that you would want to access in the planner, you can do it from this page. We're going to start up here. Up here at the top, it just says my planner, and you can just decorate and do what you want with it. In my last planner, I did change that. I'll probably change it in this planner as well. But up here, you have a menu. So the first thing is going to be your year at a glance. So this is just where the calendar for the whole year is. And then to go back to the home page from any page in this planner, you just click this home button here and it's going to take you back to the home page. So then you have your about section. This section is just all about you. It's kind of a scrapbook template, so you can fill it in how you want to. And I will just zoom in here. So here you could put a photo of yourself. You can kind of talk about yourself. Right here, it just says about me, my story. And then down here, you have where you could just list out a whole bunch of facts about yourself. And you could just kind of either write them in or type them in, however you want to do it. And then you can add 2 more photos there. Going back to the home page, the next thing is going to be the income tracker. So up here, you have your income tracker for each month and each week in the month. And then you have the same thing for your savings tracker down here at the bottom. The next thing you're going to see is your passwords page. This is just general templates that any planner would have. I don't really use this page, but you have it here if you need it. Then you have your contacts page. Then you have a quick list. This template is just for if you're going to see a planner, you just need to quickly jot something down. You have just a list right there. I do tend to use this template a lot for a lot of different things. And you will see I do have it in another place in my planner as well. Next, you have your important dates. So here you would just write down important dates throughout the year. I use this as kind of like those big dates that are set in stone far in advance. So like birthdays, in August, I'm going to be in a wedding. Any trips that I have planned. So like in January, I have a trip. Anything like that, I write those in here. And then last but not least, you're going to have your contents page. Your contents page, this is what my contents page goes to. It goes into an overview of what each of my individual folders are for. But in the original planner, the contents would go to this page, which is just a catalog of all of the templates that are in the planner. Going back to the home page, now we're going to go to this section. This section is just, again, another kind of like scrapbooky area where you can just fill in your information. So your name, what the year is, and stuff like that. I don't really use that section as well. And I will show you guys what my actual home page will look like for this planner at the end of the planner walkthrough. The next section is going to be your primary divider. So the first section is going to be your calendar. And when you click on this just takes you to those monthly calendars. It's going to take you right into your monthly calendars. Up under that, you're going to go to your dailies, and these are going to take you to your dailies. So you see first we have January, and these are just your daily templates for January. Next, we're going to have notes. So the notes section is just filled with note pages, and you know, any notes that you may have, you could take them down here. You could date it. It has a section for the date here. So that's that. And then last but not least, you have your templates, and the templates are going to take you to that catalog page with all of your templates. Okay, moving on to this third section here. This section it houses a lot of information, and we're going to go in one by one and talk about what's in each divider. So first we're going to go here to finances. So my first divider is finances. Please keep in mind that when you do buy this planner, these sections are empty, so you can fill them in how you want to fill them in. You can make sections custom to your lifestyle and what you would need. These are the 8 sections that I decided on that I would need for my planner. So first we're going to do finances, and we're just going to do a flip through of our finance section. For my planner, I did do a home page for each divider, so I know what templates are in each section. The planner does not come like this. This is something that I did customary to me. So the first section is finances. So first we're going to have our yearly overview here. Now this template is just for yearly finances. You're going to have your yearly financial goals, your income for the year, all of that good stuff. Now for each section, if I click on this search button, it's going to take me back to the home menu for that particular section. So next we're going to have our monthly finances, and I can click on each month and just have an overview of that month's finances. So for instance, if I go to January, these are my monthly finances for January. Then I'm going to have a debt tracker. I do plan on paying off a lot of debt this year, so I decided to add this template into my planner. Next is going to be my savings tracker. This is just to track savings, ways I could save money, things like that. Then I have a bills template. So this just spells out all of my bills, the amount, the item, the due date, and then I could check off, if I paid it for that month. Next are going to be my subscriptions. This is going to be so good for me, y'all, because I have so many subscriptions and I don't even know that I have these subscriptions. So I said that I was going to use this template. It just spells out the company, the description, payment date, renewal date, and then the cost. And then you could put your total number of subscriptions here and then the total cost. This is just really going to help me because I spend so much money in subscriptions that I don't even know I have. And then last but not least, I put a blank page in here for finance challenges. If I want to do a savings challenge or anything like that, I could just easily add that in here and do it from that. So that is the end of the finance section. The second one is going to be productivity. As you can see, productivity does have a lot of templates, so we are going to quickly go through these. The first one is going to be my daily routine, which has morning, afternoon, and evening. I can write out my routine. The second is my weekly routine, which I left as a blank page. I didn't have a template for this, but I knew that was something that I was going to want to plan out. Next is going to be my reset routine, and again, it's blank as the weekly routine is. Next is my routine tracker. So you have morning, afternoon, evening, and then you could track them for the days of the week. Next is my habit tracker. So I have daily habits up here, weekly habits here, monthly habits here, and then notes. Next is going to be my list. This is the other area where I have this list template at because I do use it a lot. So I wanted to have it in my productivity folder as well. Next is going to be a second template for a list, and this is just a 3-column template. Then I have a master to-do list where you can write the task, the category, the priority, and then you can assign a date to it, and then you can check it off over here. Then I'm going to have my cleaning routine. So it just, it spells out the days of the week, what you want to clean for those days, any notes, and then any cleaning supplies that you may need here. Next is going to be the cleaning and chore list. So daily task here, weekly task here, monthly task here, any notes, and then again you have the days of the week over here. Then I have meeting notes. So this is my first meeting notes template. Then I have a second meeting notes template. Then I have a therapy notes template. And in this, I did create these therapy notes templates. I just kind of put like session notes and observations, how I've been feeling, main points of discussion, and then the appointment date. And then for the second therapy note template, I have main points of discussion, feelings after session, a note section, homework that I may have, how my mood has been, topics to discuss, and then my appointment date. And that concludes my productivity section. Section number 3 is going to be my goals section. So in my goals section, I first start off with my yearly intentions. I left a blank page here so that I can type my yearly intentions out. And this is just a lined template. Then I have a blank page for my 2024 vision board. Then I have my monthly vision board templates, which you will see how those are housed within my monthly sections, but I can click on each one and it's just going to take me to the vision board for that month. Then I have my goals. So I have my Q1 goals, and I can just write 1 through 10. These are my goals for Q1. That template is going to be the same for Q2, Q3, and Q4. Then I have my goal planner where I can actually go in and plan out my goals. So I can write the goal out here, the importance, the challenges I may face, some habits I might need, tasks to complete the goal, any notes, and I can track my progress. Then I have a goal progress tracker here. This is just a bigger goal progress tracker. Then I have the goal progress tracker 2, where you could track multiple goals. So you put the goals here and you fill in how much you have completed. Then I have a strategy template. You could list out your goal, 3 action steps, possible obstacles, possible solutions, and then some motivation here. You could also add deadlines and a date. And then I have a brain dump, so I can just kind of dump some things out. And that concludes my goals section. Number 4 is going to be my content section. So I have 2 idea lists. So this is the first idea list, and this actually came with this planner, and it came with a list of ideas, but I'm actually going to just write in my own ideas, and then you have some free space over here. The second one is content ideas, and it's just 3 columns for me to jot down some content ideas. The third one is the content idea grid. So these are, I could just do like 30 days of content or something like that. Just another way to plan my content. Next is going to be my content plan. So I can plan out my content for 4 weeks, write a plan down here. Then I have my content goals. This is a blank page that I have just to jot things down, my goals or anything that I want to kind of just write out. Then I have 3 blank templates for TikTok, Lemonade, and YouTube. This is just to brain dump, to strategize, to plan videos, or whatever the case may be. And that concludes my content section. Okay, next is going to be my wellness section. So with my wellness section, I first have my mood tracker, so I can track my mood. I can also put a mood key over here, and then I can add some notes here. Next is going to be my symptom tracker. So on my symptom tracker, I can track any symptoms that I may be having. You can fill in which month you are in, and then it has the days. And then it also has a wellness tracker here, so I can track, how my wellness is going. Then I have a grocery list. This grocery list goes by category. Then I have a meal plan. I use this so much. This meal planner, y'all, chef's kiss. Next is my monthly fitness plan. So it goes week 1 through week 5, Monday through Sunday, and you could just plan out your fitness for that month. You can put your goals, your motivations, all of that good stuff. Next is my workout log. I use this template a lot. You can log Monday through Saturday, Sunday, what you're actually going to be doing in the gym. Next is my workout routine. So I have day 1 through day 6, what I'm going to do for each day, or what the routine is. I can write my goals and my motivation as well. Then I have my medication list. Any medications or supplements that I am taking, I will be writing that here. And last but not least is my period log. I do log my period manually. I do not use any apps or anything. So yeah, and it has a period key. You can write your cycle length in here, and you can write any notes. Sometimes I also cycle sync, so I will write I will include the phases of my cycle here and kind of do it that way. And that concludes my wellness section. Moving on to my self-care section. This is again a bit of a lengthy section. So we're going to start off with my vision board. That is a blank sheet that I can write my self-care vision board on. Next, I have my self-love letter, which is a blank sheet that I'm just going to write a letter to myself. Next, I have self-care ideas. So any ideas pertaining to self-care that I have, I can just dump them here. Next, I have self-love practices. And then I can spell out practices that for each section: emotional, physical, spiritual, social, that inhibit self-love. Next, I have a self-care weekly plan. It has a schedule. I can write out my affirmations, my to-do list. But I really like this simply because I can plan my self-care for each day. Then I have my self-care tracker, so I can track my self-care each day of the month for each month. Then I have a blank page, I'm sorry, this one is not a blank page, but this is for my skincare routine. So we have each step for morning and evening. Next, I have my hair care routine, which is a blank page. I do plan to plan out my hair care routine because I am focused on growing my hair healthy and thick, so I will be doing that. Next, I have a 30-day challenge. So any kind of self-care challenge I want to do, 30-day self-care challenge, I can plop it in here and I can do it. Then I have a blank page for other self-care challenges. Maybe I want to do a 7-day self-care challenge or anything like that. I can dump that here. Then I have my wheel of life. And last but not least, I just have some self-care worksheets. These are kind of what these look like. I won't go through every one, but I will link the worksheets down below. And that concludes my self-care section. Number 7 is going to be our journal. First, I have just a blank journal. I like to go in and just create things, so I just have like a blank journal. Then I have my line journal for if I actually want to write or type it out. Then I have a random thinking journaling template. I could just plop different things in. Then I have this kind of a layout journaling template. So you have 2 lined sections and then 2 blank sections. Then I have a daily gratitude template. It does have the start of the day and the end of the day. Then I have a defeating thoughts. This is just working through any thoughts that are hindering you, just working through it. And then I have a same thing for any worries that you may be facing, working through those worries and just coming to a solution. And then last but not least, I have another brain dump. This is just in the journaling section, so anything that's on my mind, I can kind of dump it. And that concludes my journal section. Last but not least, I have my scrapbook section. And this section for me is just for me to be playful, for me to hold memories, for me to be creative, for me to tap into my creativeness. So the first thing is going to be my currently template. It's just a template of what I'm doing currently. Then I have a 15-day collage. Then I have another 15-day collage with different squares. Then I have my book tracker. Then I have my book TBR. So what books I'm going to read, the title, the author, the genre, and then I can check off if I read it. Then I have my travel planner. This does come in handy. I do use this template a lot when I'm traveling. Then I have my seasonal list. So for this, I just put things that I want to buy for each season. Then I have a blank page for any ideas that I have. And then I have a blank page for any spreads that I may create. And I will be creating a lot of digital spreads on this channel, so make sure you stay tuned. All right, you guys, so that concludes all of my dividers. So now we are moving into the actual planner, my actual calendar and things like that. So as you probably have seen on all pages, we have this general menu down here so that you can click through each month. I am going to walk you through my January just to give you a quick overview of how my months are set up. So this will be my January. This planner does not come dated. However, I did already date all of my months. For me, I like my things to be quickly accessible. So I did add these menus to the top right and left corner. So this is the left corner over here, and then this is the right corner. We'll start with the left corner. So this is the way that my monthlies are set up. First, I have my monthly overview. This is just an overview page for the month. We have our goals, birthdays, events, and tasks. Then I have my monthly finances. If you recall the monthly finance page in the finance section, this is where this leads to. Then I have my monthly highlights. So what are my highlights for the month, the photo of the month, what I'm listening to, all of my current leads, and then my personal ratings. And then last but not least, I have my monthly review. So I can review the areas of my life, how my month was, my top 3 highlights, all that good stuff. And then over here on the right side, we first have our daily tracker. So anything that I'm tracking during that month on a daily basis. I already kind of pre-filled in some things because I know these are some things that I want to track. So I have my cycle, my mood, my morning routine, and my night routine. Then I have my monthly vision board. Again, this is accessible through my goals section in my monthly vision boards. Then I have my monthly self-care. This is a template that I created. So I just kind of like want to spell out my self-care for the month, what my activities for the month are, and things like that. And then last but not least, I have my monthly affirmations. So each month I have 10 affirmations, so I can put them up here, and then I just have space to kind of just do some other things that I want to do. Then I have my regular calendar, and then if I click over here, I can access my weekly calendar. So this is my first weekly template. This is weekly template number 1. This is weekly template number 2, and this is weekly template number 3. I do like to decorate my templates a little bit different, so each week does have 3 different templates that I could choose from. And then I also have a meal planner for the week. So this is this week's meal planner. Then I have a weekly review. So each week has a weekly review. I can review my week, what I accomplished, things like that. Then each week has a link to the self-care page for the month. So when I'm planning my weeks, I can easily just be like, oh, okay, so what I'm gonna do for my self-care this week? All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me go back to my week and plan it. And then last but not least, each week has a notes section. So any notes that I have for that week, I can quickly just jot them down. All right, and each week is set up that way. So, and then I can also access every weekly template from this home page. So if I'm on this week, I can go to this weekly template. So all of my months are set up like that. And then last but not least, we have our daily. So each day I can click on that day. So if I want to go to the first, this is a template for the first. This is a daily template for the first. If I want to go to the 23rd, this is a daily template for the 23rd. If I want to go to June 23rd, we can click on June and go to June 23rd. All right. So that is the end of my planner tour. This is my 2024 planner. But before you go, I do want to show you how I actually set up my homepage for this year for my 2024 planner. So this is my homepage for my 2024 planner. As you can see, I made this part black. I added some beautiful pictures here and some beautiful pictures here, so it wouldn't look as plain. So this is a before and this is an after. I want to thank you guys for staying the entire length of this video, y'all. This video, I know it took a long time, but this video is imperative. It was imperative for me to do before I just hopped into planning content, because you guys are going to be like, how is this girl planner set up? So now you guys know how the planner is set up. Being said, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed the video. Cheers! Cheers to 2024, baby. We doing big things. Yeah,